Was it revealed what Dardoch did yet? Yeah. So what ended up happening was he got into game and he saw like the way Yasui was playing, and he said to Yasui, I don't care how many times you keep on trying, you will never actually get that lossless challenger account. And Dignitas like Stab was like, all right, you can't like bring down the motivation of your player. Yasui's been trying to get that account for like 7 years now. And then, you know, at the end of the day, he's like, Bakery, you weren't even good at Heroes of the Storm. And then Bakery just canned him on the spot. Like, it was doomed.
Overall, IG definitely going to be looking for a strong mid game off the double AD.
Dude, LNG just loses the series, guys. LNG just loses the series. Okay.
It's actually Icon
Malphite mid into Rookie's Lucian. That's a, I don't know, man. You're just going to lose so much CS in this lane. Dude, LNG are actually not good. I'm telling you, LNG are actually not that good. They're overrated.
Stop the follow-up damage shot, either Shun or Rookie. You take your pick there. And I think that's where
if Diego and Malphite at 6 when they have their ults, they can win 2v2 pretty easily. Just that all they have is the all-in, right? So like, what IG should be trying to do then is just like calling on cooldown and trying to force the Malphite ulti. Okay, Balan!
That's beautiful to watch. No TP, no escape, and no worries for first blood Invictus Gaming.
Okay, I don't know why Shun overheated. Now he'll be able to push the wave slower. Puff is laning at his tier 2. Nice. I mean, I feel like in all sports this happens. Like, they try to schedule it in ways where, like, when you travel to different cities, you get, like, more games in. Okay, Jun just died for free without even ulting. Why not at least ulti? Well played from Rookie there. Ollie gets 2 and then takes the E back. Smooth from Ale.
LNG have taken it away.
Smooth from Ale.
LNG, they fight.
You talked about a dagger. I mean, there's defensive vision to spot out.
Chun is Half-Life. Oh! Tarzan got it.
Infernal Soul is taken as well.
Ale almost killed both people in the back line here.
It doesn't matter how it happened.
Oh, the Bardstone was actually clutch onto Tarzan there.
They've got so much burst damage. And now they choose their target onto Baolan. Reset city for Tarzan.
Oh, Tarzan?
Cosmic binding, whatever you want to call it. Tarzan chases up
as
well. Infernal Soul. That hurts
not bad.
So much as LNG wipe him clean.
Baron too.
And now they move in over towards the double AD carry cup because Tarzan.
Yeah, he's over the wall. Tarzan's over the wall. He's dead. Okay, now
pray right now.
He is. Who does he want to go for?
Okay, Ale just one-shotting people on the back line. Has no W though. He misses E. Ale misses Z here.
And will actually drop as well. Tempered Fate break from
oh my god.
Time as into the backline Icon unstoppable force. Tarzan as well, the Heartbreaker King rolls on down and Pup left without any friends. LNG know exactly what to do with him.
Oh, and now you're Ezreal to do Baron faster. 5 head.
Hey, move away the ball. They don't want us to look. It's 3 items. It's 3.5 here.
I mean, Ollie's in the back line already.
LNG, Ollie in the back line again.
Jesus.
You don't get to play League of Legends this time around. It's 30 minutes in. It looks like LNG want to put the nail in the
so
coffin.
crazy how much better LNG looked with the top laner. So, oh, Icon tried to predict it over the wall. Oh no.
And Nini now needs to have a second guess. Away he rolls as well. And LNG.
This team looks 80 times as good with the top laner. I think they can just end on this wave.
Yeah, I mean, look, they are decimating IG right now. And
with the auto attack, look at the damage from Light. It's actually absurd.
It's a 3v5.
All right, here's the Q.
Here for Victus Gaming.
Oh my god, he just got one shot from 60% HP.
All right, final move is going to be on top.
He actually got one shot from 60% HP. Oh no.
Nani sitting at the fountain, Ale styling, equalizer.
Wait,
what? And does. But Invictus Gaming were absolutely slaughtered by Li Ning.
Nah. So you're the NA 1 or 2 seed. That means that you're pool 2, which means that you actually have a lower chance of winning. Nene's just dead. Ollie just clapped him. Ollie just clapped him 1v1 in lane. Damn, Ollie's just been smurfing, man.
Look, at At this stage, you've got. Ooh, hang on, Tarzan.
I get a chance. I just want you to tell me the comps, but instead LNG want to brute force IG in the bottom lane.
Good play. Good flash lantern from Iwandi.
I mean, you're over short range.
In action.
They got in.
Okay.
You got it, but Tarzan's still
Tarzan's actually still alive. Icon's doing work in this fight. Tarzan survived for so long with his ultimate there. I mean, that's the engage from Yasuo Diana. They went straight onto Tarzan, but everyone was there to protect him. I mean, there was Iwandi there with exhaust, and then Icon was able to take Diana ult in, clean it up.
And they're able to turn
Yeah, no, this combo only works on Tarzan if you're able to just purely one-shot him, and they couldn't.
And try to see if he can use this to get the plates and snowball again each of the lanes that are already ahead.
Iwandi no death sentence as he tries to catch Shun in rotation. Dark passage for the
what? Tarzan.
I guess that's a misclick. Now he has to pay the price. Move ball once again. The box laid bare. Backline Icon is a menace though. And IG.
I mean, Rookie is in the back. Okay, they ulti the Camille out. Icon's on the back. Oh, he misses Q though. He can kill Shun maybe? Maybe I guess not. Okay, all right. That was a messy fight. That was really messy, but that was technically a 5v4 with Jinx pushing bot, and Jinx is just getting free plating. So yeah, this is this is rough.
We've got him.
Depends on how or where you live. I mean, there's CS:GO players that were pros and stuff. It's because CS:GO, like, that's my whole point. Is CS:GO is like patched way less frequently than League. Like, how often do they change multiple like guns, you know, like damages and all that stuff? And even that is like less of a change than having to learn a completely new champion in League of Legends. They're all just doomed here. It's just a slaughter. Dude, LNG is literally just smurfing all over LPL.
Kind of fell to the side. The biggest thing for me is, Tarzan's gonna go in. I'll hold that thought. Is he alone though? The answer no.
I mean, he has ulti. Should be fine. Yeah, I mean, Light is just gonna kill everyone. He got the resets. Yeah, that's an ace.
And then there's LNG.
I mean, I guess they just take Baron here. They don't really have a wave to push. Yeah, they can have ally push and then the rest of them hit Baron. Or these three hit Baron is fine. EDG? I think EDG is the team that will probably... Wait, has EDG... EDG hasn't played LNG yet, have they? EDG versus LNG. Yeah, EDG is the team that I think will beat LNG. I mean, Tarzan could just go in. It's free.
Rookie goes to his death, and LNG are picking apart the pieces once more. This is a massacre. It's not PG. It's not even MA. It's R-rated, and the children.
It's not even. It's just an R-rated game. It's just brutal.
Stealing the floor, the walls. Invictus Gaming are being beaten at their own game. You like blood? LNG were born with it.
Ali just nearly accidentally killed Rookie. He tried to hookshot, wall shot out of the fight and nearly killed Rookie just off of a combo. That is so depressing for IG. But look, here we go.
Oh my god.
There's the ace. There's the game. 24 minutes in. My God, LNG destroyed them.
Dude, this team out of left field. The biggest thing is not this game, but LNG. Continuing to surprise the heck out of us as Rookie.
I mean, it's just over. They're just gonna end the game off this fight, I think. As long as they just get a hook on somebody. Oh my god, the damage.
Out of existence. LNG 4 members strong. Nani's in there.
Light back. Okay. FFFF.
I said it. It doesn't matter if it's 5k up or down. They're gonna make the same play. LNG remain undefeated. The LPL's biggest news is that this team came out of left wing and is dominating the competition. Spotted him out with the defensive control ward, and JJ hitting Fog of War.
Oh,
how did he get on that?
wait, I think he might get screwed here.
Paranoia now used, trying to build numbers advantage. Crescent guard pop, but Kanavi's in, flashing away from the Moonfall. Good ulti from Flandre, the face breaker, but Kanavi gets behind.
Kanavi lives. Big. Okay, Yagao just shuffled nothing, but okay. Oh, JJ just griefed it. Oh, well played from Scout.
A lot of DPS here, even with the base item as
He's fine. He's out. Yagao's no ult.
And I will correct myself, as they're not going to do too much damage until he gets a soldier.
He's
And
fine, he's
Scout
fine.
is on the run.
Scout's
the
fine.
chains will save his life this time. Don't. In 10 seconds it spawns up and watch the play coming through. There's a paranoia.
Okay, the TP from Zoom. Zoom just TPs into the enemy jungle and just ultis on JJ. No counterplay to that, really. This is just, he's getting punished for the first mistake he made top.
From JDG.
When your team is a lot worse, you look worse too. Look at that flay over the wall. The hook and then the flay over the wall. Viper flashes. This is really good from Viper here to reposition. Flandre's in. Lumao will die as well. Guaranteed. Really well played by Mako and Viper.
It's just up as well, so they're looking for the re-engage.
Okay, Scout picks off the Nocturne here too, and then flashes the Azir wall. I think he played that fight a lot better than I've seen other people play.
This happens. Thank you for the leash. I'll see you next time.
Gee, they're angry. They want it back. And they
Cage
want
him down. I mean, these are all subs that are just arguing with me perma. So, I mean, sub mode won't do anything.
It is complete. Over to Zoom, unfortunately.
controls. They could just try and break the tier 2. Looks like they want to fight.
And look at the defensive vision.
All right, this should be a fight here.
On this flank, he's gonna
Jay's behind gold.
But Dragon goes down. JDG uncontested. A true shot barrage nails through to Viper.
I mean, they just go to Viper.
There's Viper's Gale Force coming in handy though. He's got.
Yeah, I mean, Viper has the space far back here.
Ulti whips completely through, and Scouts on the back end.
Kills Yagao.
Creates their own kind of space. Flandre absorbing the damage, but EDG now 4 versus 3. Lumao not long for the world. Into the back line. The face breaker from Flandre. He'll die, but you know the fight has
The
been
formation
given
was pretty
over to
solid from EDG here. Like, I like the way EDG kept their formation and kited back together.
Waves really well, right? Flanger. Oh, hang on. Gonna hold on, because Scout actually might get caught out here.
Okay, can he survive? He is
Oh, what was that from Kanavi? Oh, God, Kanavi actually trolled it.
Paranoia there as well. Solar Flare dodged away from. Chasing
Oh, the E got canceled by Flanger. Flanger's actually a monster.
Trying to buy time. Scout will go down, but EDG, no JDG have no tools. The sun
Turret
goes
here.
up, but the death sentence perfectly timed. JJ on the front lines, reporting.
Viper's getting hit by the turret.
Zoom
Lantern's
as well.
in.
Next on the menu, boys. Viper hitting away. Face
Bro,
breaker again.
Mako and Viper have such good
This
synergy.
is better than a bottle of wine.
It might be the best bot lane in the world.
Team is
Mako and Viper.
Unbelievable.
I think the thing that's so impressive about Viper and Mako is like they have so many different styles they can play. Like they were good at pretty much every different style of bot lane in spring. Like they could play like the Kai'Sa Nautilus, Kai'Sa Leona lanes, like the full all-in lanes. They could play like these like mid-range lanes, like the Thresh Affilios. They were playing Lulu Kog'Maw earlier this split. It feels like they just have such a good like understanding of how all the different bot lanes play.
Wanted a piece of the candy, but hey, this game's about.
Oh man, Lost is actually triggering to watch. I don't know, man. I feel like Lost should be better. Honestly, if I was TSM, I was thinking about this yesterday. Like, at what point do you actually give Cody Sun a shot? Because Cody Sun was somebody who was one of the best AD carries in NA for years, right? Like from season 7 to season 9, I would say that Cody Sun was like second or third behind pretty much just Doublelift. Like it was like Doublelift and then maybe like Sven at times. But mainly it was just like Doublelift and then Cody Sun. So like at some point, I feel like if Lost is just like average, why not give Cody Sun a chance?
Looking to maybe get a little bit frisky in this game, number 1.
Like a veteran player who was good for so long. I don't know.
Zoom's ulti's back up and available. Looking for the dive on someone like Yagao. Pops on in. Yagao's committed as well. Into the backline. Paranoia follows up, and Zoom's actually destroyed. Flandre pulls him back.
I mean,
dunked on down as Kanavi.
Yeah, there's just no. There's just no way that Viper's dying here.
But now this game truly will get into its natural conclusion.
Throws up the ult.
Viper played that incredibly well. When he got all that peel, you could see Kanavi flashed in, still had the stopwatch, and now EG gone for more. Lumao,
yeah, he's dead. Rabadum comes through. He's only buying time. Yagao and Loken in the back line don't want a piece of it.
Yeah, Mako tried to like hook through the Zanyas to hit someone else, but it was slightly out of range. It's kind of a sick opportunity. This is just a bot gap. This game is a massive bot gap.
Who the potential best team in the LPL?
Different level, full access.
Yeah, so I've heard that Set is supposed to be good into Gwen, but last time we saw this matchup yesterday was like Jahu. Okay, hold on. We got the 315 dive. Well, it's like 320, but you know, same thing with the TP. How often do I talk about this, by the way? How often do I talk about this play?
Mako takes up just the right.
Oh, he took an extra turret shot.
Cancelled, actually.
It doesn't matter. How often do I talk about 315 dive with the TP? Jungle coming with the TP. This is why I thought EG was so good yesterday, because they actually like pulled this off, and this is something that is easily able to be replicated if you're like aware of the possibilities and you're practiced on how to execute this type of dive. And yeah, I mean it's really planned. Like you can look at the strategy and oh, Scout is dead. Oh, he was trying to kill Yagal there. Pretty greedy, but it's fine. Okay, so back to the point. Like, these types of plays can be done based off lane matchup. Like, you know that as Kalista Leona, you get full control of the wave. So you play it generally. I mean, this wasn't even executed perfectly. That when the wave crashes, the jungler's here, you TP on the wave, and there's nothing you can do, pretty much. I mean, the enemy team has to respond with, like, one extra TP to even have this as a possibility. This is something that all teams should have in their arsenal. Like, if you draft a really terrible lane, like Ezreal Rakan, into this Kalista Leona lane, like, we're going to get complete control of the wave. What does that mean? That means that we can stack the wave and choose when to crash it. So you crash it on a timing where your jungler can come and your mid laner can TP. And unless the enemy jungler is there and the enemy mid laner are there on the turret to counter the dive, like, it just becomes horrible. Oh my god, Viper. Viper's. Yeah, no, never mind. He's overrated. You guys are right. By you guys, I just mean the random people in Twitch chat.
Someone needs to check that this is really him at the computer. That's insane.
Man, Viper is so good, actually. He's so good. He's so good. It's like, it's brutal too, man. Like, if you watch Viper's laning, like, he just destroys you in lane with Mako.
4 kills onto the map.
Man, Dagger's at 4 lane T. I mean, it's going on in the mid lane too. Kick back. Flandre's here. He's just been walking up casually as he flashes in for the face breaker. Jed takes the kill.
And this is the thing that I like. I said this last game, but it's a point that I made that I just want to kind of like reiterate because we're actually seeing it here. The thing that makes me respect EDG's bot lane so much is the variety of different styles of lanes that they can play. Like when you watch other really good bot lanes, normally they have an identity. Like so, for example, when you watch like Ruler in Life, like they can play other things, but they are most comfortable on like hard engaged bot lanes, right? Like they're most comfortable on like set support, Gragas support, AD carries like Kalista, and they're just trying to run you over like in lane by just all-inning you and going for kills. The thing that I like about EEG's bot lane is they can so easily go to like Lulu Cog, to Kalista Leona, back to like Thresh Aphelios. They can play like all the lanes that are viable. Nautilus, Kai'Sa. They played a ton of Xayah lanes in spring. Like the versatility of the bot lane and the ability to play all those lanes at such a high level is just, it's just absurd. So rare. You almost never see it. Solid. I mean, Scout misses every ability here. Scout choked this harder than anything I've ever seen before. Scout played that so bad. Holy. Viper's trying to solo dive Loken as Kalista. What about Fnatic bot lane? I think Fnatic bot lane is like an example of a bot lane that has a very strong identity. I think that Fnatic's bot lane is best at all-in bot lanes. Like they do sometimes play other bot lanes, but you can tell that Fnatic is way worse when Hillsong's on Tahm Kench and upsets on center or something compared to when they're playing like, you know, like for example, like their Samira Rel lanes, or when they were playing their Leona Ezreal lanes or their Kalista lanes now. Like you can tell that Fnatic's bot lane is way more like about just playing all in lanes consistently.
After everything went wrong, after the flash came, you get the Ren. Remember, if you Q through the minion, the Ren stacks follow through into the target behind. Moonfall mid.
Oh, they're just camping mid lane. That was Scout's flash. Scout kick flash there. And they just kill mid turn. I mean, dude, JDG is like, they're currently number 5. I would say they're more like a 6th, 7th place team in LPL, because obviously you got to remember like RNG right now is like 12th place or something horrible or maybe like 14th place in LPL. I don't think RNG is going to be the 14th best team in LPL, right? So like, I think JDG might be a little bit higher than they are in the standings, but
back-to-back.
Like, EDG is smacking them super hard.
I
And
really
JDG are
thought
not a
we
bad
were gonna
team.
Get a lot of action and a lot of really close games. But honestly,
Like, if somebody
this is
put,
kinda just
like,
sad.
TSM versus JDG and was like, all right, bet your life on who's going to win this best of 5, like,
People look at that thing.
I'm just going to say JDG, and if I'm dying, I'm dying, but that's where I'm putting my life.
And now JDG, you know,
It's in the hands of
performance we've seen in the past,
Loken,
JDG looking fantastic.
Kanavi, Lamau, and Yagao and Zoom. It just is what it is.
Here comes the backline access from Mako. They're onto Viper. The Calista kiting away, still alive, flashes out.
Okay.
The burn
Lives
from
with 1
Red Buff. Here
HP.
comes
JJ's
Yagao.
dead.
Just get the kill.
They just have to get out.
Needs to kill Viper. Get the bounty. Yagao accessing a different kind of backline in Scout Mako right now as Kanavi gets the knockup. Sonic Wave doesn't connect onto anyone. Yagao looking for it, flashes in. Fate's call saves the day. And I just can't believe damage over to JJ. This is great for JDG. They have to kill Viper though. Zoom into the backline. He's taken away by Flandre, who's actually zoning him away. JDG still gripped.
Ooh, the W flash. That was actually clean by Flandre.
Not a solo kill, but it looks like it. Well, the rest of JDG.
Flandre's actually, he smurfed that actually.
Scout Sonic Wave once again forces the flash away. He has his own with the Flandre is actually on a
Ooh.
tear. Look at the flash.
The W flash and then the R was so quick too.
Andre, what was that?
Yeah,
As he
what
goes
was
again.
that? And he's just gonna nail Zoom into the wall. JJ picks up. The
Nah,
kill.
that was clean. That was clean. Respect that.
But Viper around the corner waiting. Lumau and Kanavi jumping back in. Scout kick flash over to Viper. Thanks for the contribution. It's not a really easy, and JDG all they can hope for.
Team
is
diff,
this game
honestly.
Goes for another
EDG is good, man. I mean, they're the team that I've been calling the best team in LPL and the best team in the world. Like, there's nobody in LCK who looks particularly impressive. Definitely not LCS, LEC right now. So, yeah. I'm of the opinion that right now, if you are... Oh. I mean, JJ traded. I mean, this is just them getting caught towards the end. But I'm like, it's AK gold lead. Loss of focus, whatever. One bad play, they're still going to smash this game. Anyway, point.
That was nerdy, a good turnaround.
I think that at this point, if you are the best team in LPL, you just have to be considered the best team in the world by default. Because of the strength of the region.
Working through that fight to finish off.
Stop the momentum of EDG, and it's done that. Scout might even be caught out as well, targeted down, and waiting for him is Lumau. Scout with one more hit will die. The solar flare can't save his life. And
what do you look for in an LPL game to know they are better than, for example, LCS? I mean, like, one thing that I always talk about is like consistent plays that are replicable, like reproducible plays. So like, for example, like when they have coordinated dives, the main thing that I look at, and this is like the easiest way to contextualize it to like the average viewer, is you compare the amount of unforced errors in LCS compared to the amount of unforced errors in LPL, and then you'll start understanding why LPL is so much better. Because a lot of the times when like LCS players make mistakes, like if you just watch LPL and you just watch as like a complete layman, and you're like, how many times are people just getting caught? Like they're just somewhere where their team is not around and one player just dies, and then the enemy team gets complete control of the map because one player dies for free. And then you compare that to like forced errors. So forced errors would be EDG creates control of a vision pocket in an area that they need to control. So let's say Baron is up at like 24 minutes and EDG sets up really good vision, and JDG knows that if the enemy team gets Baron, if EDG gets Baron, they lose, and JDG is forced to face check that area, and then they all die. Like, well then, like, yeah, I mean, that is a forced error. Like, you've done things to put the enemy team in a situation where they have limited amounts of options and their options aren't good. Like, when you watch LCS, there's a lot of people getting caught. There's a lot of, like, unforced errors where people don't need to do things. So even if they think, oh, maybe they have to contest something, they have, like, weird priorities of, like, you know, like, people will just, like, suicide for a red buff randomly. Or, you know, like, people will start a Baron that they don't need to start. Like, they're not in a situation where they are going to lose the game guaranteed, and they have to flip a Baron, and they'll flip a Baron and then lose. Like, all these types of things are the reason why I think LCS is behind. So, yeah.
I think it's important to note that Wits End as well.
I think that's the easiest way to, like, explain it to you from, like, how I see it.
Is in these fights and getting that space.
Thank you. Hey, that's what I'm here for. Hopefully that satisfies what you're looking for.
EDG gonna start it right.
Suiciding for crab. I mean, that's an obvious one, right? Like that yeah, that's a good example. That's an obvious one. Suiciding for crab. Like when you suicide for crab like that, like it's just completely unforced. It's not needed. It's unnecessary. That type of stuff is gonna bite you in the ass eventually.
Done. And EDG know that Zoom's not there because TP was burnt before to get out.
So for example, something I'm thinking about in that same vein, how about Cloud9 fighting that random 5v5 for second Herald yesterday? Why do they need to fight a 5v5 when they're 4k gold down for second Herald ever? Like, it makes no sense, right? Like, it's like you're not going to lose the game off that second Herald. You should be making a comeback play on the other side of the map. You're not doing it, and now, like, you like hard lose the game because of it. Now you have no chance of winning because of it, right? And then, like, what about the 3v3 for Herald top at like 8 minutes that Cloud9 had in that same game where they just fight a fight that is not winnable and they all die, and then suddenly 100 Thieves is way far ahead of them. Like, all these types of things, yeah, they factor into like my evaluation of regional strength.